In the current edition of Optometry Today, we explore how optometrists can foster positive working environments.
My name is Nima Gadiri. I'm a medical ophthalmology specialist based at Liverpool, at St Paul's Eye Unit, both in the Royal Liverpool site and Aintree Hospital.
Nima was working as a junior doctor and found the whole experience quite stressful. Then he decided to move abroad.
I went to New Zealand, to Auckland, and did a lot of medicine, internal medicine. And even though the on-call days were longer than the UK, there was an acute kind of emphasis on our teams taking breaks, spending some time in nearby green spaces. Although I understood it and it really impacted my day, I couldn't probably put it into words what I was feeling, but I just noticed the reduction in stress from being able to see nature, the sky, the trees, the water. Probably now in retrospect, I was becoming aware then about biophilia and that ourselves as humans, we have an innate link with nature, and exposure to nature can promote health and well-being.
There is a growing need for better management of mental health in the UK, as evidenced by the 2022 NHS annual survey, which revealed that 44.8% of staff reported feeling unwell as a result of work-related stress.
Those who are suffering from burnout because of long days without having a chance to rest and relax will impact, healthcare outcomes. The evidence has shown that having green spaces, having nature does provide us psychological comfort, awakens our senses, and gives us a chance to reduce stress and to practice mindfulness. I found when I did have access to green spaces, I found I was more at peace. My mind was more relaxed, and even my body felt more relaxed as well. I do prioritize going for a walk outside during the course of the day and practicing, even if it's briefly, some mindfulness, just switching off and concentrating on my breathing, removing any anxieties or stresses or things which might be going on, which may have been causing me some burden I wasn't even aware of. It does need practice and it's not easy, but when you do it, you do experience the psychological benefits of practicing mindfulness. And particularly those who might be called, who are on call or are in a very busy or noisy environment, it's not easy. It does take effort to find a space, and I think that's what's gradually prioritizing now with the way we're designing new hospitals and new practices, to have some kind of easy to access space for doing that. I think incorporating art into the hospital environment is very important, where there's wall space available. I noticed that myself when I was in Cambridge, and noticed when I was on call especially, and those long walks in between the wards, how my mood level improved and stress came down. Even things like prioritizing natural light, making use of light, can have an impact, which can be difficult in our profession, where we do sometimes need a dark environment to do an examination, but wherever possible, just having nice views of the outdoors and natural light can impact.
We asked Nima for his top tips for a better working environment.
I think number one is to prioritize self-care and well-being. That might involve just getting enough sleep, physical activity, healthy diet, finding ways to manage stress, and including seeking out support. We're now kind of experiencing the revolution in the fact that we do get stress, we get workplace related stress, and there's nothing at all wrong with joining a support group or undergoing therapy. And there's new ways of getting therapy, both online and face to face. Number two is just taking regular breaks for reducing stress, for preventing burnout, for improving productivity. My number three is building those connections, building that community to reduce isolation, to promote well-being, both connecting with our colleagues, with our patients, with fellow practitioners, and building community both inside and outside work.